stab yourself in the leg with a pin. Okay, it's recording.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in any danger of doing that. Anyway, welcome back to the Bleach Wikia podcast. I'm Zill, and I use antlers in all my decorating.
And to our remaining listeners, we love both of you.
What?
And I never had a friend like me.
And that's Kami with bringing in the Aladdin memes.
Yeah, you know, Kami, he's sort of stuck in the lamp right now. That's why he's so far away.
Kami's off being Korean or whatever he is.
You're not American?
I mean
Oh
genetically.
shit, I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Shit.
Yeah.
What, is American suddenly an offensive word?
No.
Wee woo wee woo.
No,
Also, Sal and Future are here, in theory.
genetically, I'm not even Korean. What are you? I thought you were Vietnamese, no?
Oh, Vietnamese, that's what I was thinking of. Not Korean.
You racist.
How am I racist? I forgot something.
Ding. What
That is not racism. Racism is thinking someone's character is defined by their race. Anyway, that aside, we're back for chapter 644, Baby Hold Your Hand 7.
Oh,
Theoretically the final one.
hopefully.
My dreams never stop or some, and never ending my dream, that's what it is. So,
Who's talking to Morse code, man?
I'm scrolling up and down the chapter with spacebar, so, anyway, let's get into it. So we start off with...
Oh, Sal's here too. Did we say Sal's here?
I did,
Okay.
and Future. I mean, Sal's not gonna
With
get...
another avatar.
Yeah, you may or may not be able to see depending on how lazy Sun's feeling.
No,
So-
you'll be able to see this one. This is the last one, I swear, man. I'm not doing the fish, though.
The fish?
His avatar on the wiki is a fish.
Oh, okay. What the actual...
Zill,
Yeah.
just take a look at it for funsies. I know you'll appreciate it.
Okay. Anyway, while I'm doing that, so we start the chapter with Pranita, the clone kind of
Holy shit!
falling into pieces and
Fuck you, Future.
exploding. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
I'm glad I didn't actually have any liquid in my mouth, though I was about to.
Loading.
Glad I stopped.
Oh my god!
That's beautiful. Let's all take a moment to appreciate Future's avatar this week. The guy from SpongeBob holding the pillow in his car with what the fuck is her name?
Satsuki.
Sasuke.
I was not
Pillow.
prepared. I was not prepared for that. That was gonna be like a fish with like Newey's eye patch or something, not... Jesus fucking Christ.
Guess I have to add that in now.
No, people could just look at it.
Yeah, but
People could just find it.
No, add it in.
I'm
throw-
adding it in for the purpose of he'll change it next week because he changes it every.
Throw that in. throw
Okay,
that
I
in,
haven't
Barry.
I haven't changed my wiki avatar in like over a month before this one. So
Throw that in, Barry. And that's some wolf job. Anyway, like I said, we still have the chapter. If we can get back to that, with Mayuri walking away like a stone cold badass as Pranita's clone bitch explode around him, which is probably the most deathiest death I think in the series, because basically Pranita was blown to bits, then those bits blew up. So yeah, I mean that panel of him just walking through the explosions is pretty epic.
And then tripping up.
And then he falls because so at first I thought that Kubo was kind of subverting the trope of walk away from explosions like nothing happens, and that is looking for that, but turns out Pernita's nerves, Pernita's last this effort was to destroy his legs like you do with the Kenpachi. So yeah. But then Ikaku and Yubichika show up, and and Mayuri is unusually polite by telling them that there's some pods to open, and when they do so, we get Hitsugaya and Rengiku, who are now de-zombified. I don't care if that's not a word. I'm gonna reuse that. So thoughts on those opening 4 pages?
And I'm just gonna point out, I'm pretty sure there were more than 2 of those pods.
No, I said some. There. You can see a couple in the back, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just pointing that out.
How the fuck did she bring them with her?
Because it's Nemu.
Okay.
Wait, well, yeah, dude, she's super strong. Remember?
Yeah, I get the super strong part, but it's just the whole kind of how many pods was that?
She hid them in her bosom.
I know, but I'm pretty sure when she showed up in the Soul King Palace, Kenpachi showed up right behind him, and there was nothing.
Well, you saw them moving pods in chapter 612. I'm assuming Meyer kind of transported them there. Don't question it. It happens. Let it happen.
The pods can use Shunpo. That's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, the pods are all powerful, omnipresent. Anyway, and what are you guys' thoughts on this little development, as well as? Does anyone have any thoughts?
So.
Also, Kami's gone. God damn it.
Kami's dead.
We're all dead the inside by this point, I think.
Shit.
I've been dead inside for years.
Huh?
Oh, Zill, you give me depression.
I was waiting for him to talk. There we go.
Good. I'm glad. That's my life goal at this point.
Psych. You don't have that power.
I don't have that.
The only thing
I just say something.
I don't know. Can anything depress Sal? I don't even know.
I have to say something that is true on a galactic scale to make you depressed.
I
More
think
so than
people that
Ariana.
speak fluent American depress all.
Yeah, that's depression, right.
I think every president of Canada except maybe Bernie Sanders depresses Sal.
I just wonder how close I am these days to Jupiter.
That's almost right. I mean, I don't really have anything personal against Hillary Clinton. I just wish she handled herself a lot better. But as for the chapter, I thought it was I thought it was a pretty decent chapter. I mean, it's kind of interesting. He steps out. Basically it's like a tag team match. Out goes Kenpachi, who is basically useless, and out goes Mayuri, and what's left of Nemu, and tag in Rangiku and Hitsugaya, who have been through a zombification process and back.
Yep.
So there's that.
With the power of science.
Yeah, through the power of science, because blinding the Quincy's with science was the focus of this entire battle.
Yep.
And he achieved that. And the glow thing is that he's like, I created this, being that can evolve on its own. I'm finally out of, your harsh shadow, and I can't wait to tell him to space. And I'm listening, and I'm like, well, yeah, you created something, amazing, but I don't know that.
I
don't know that you're on the level of Urahara.
Because I remember seeing one picture that was like, Urahara, bitch, I created the Hogyoku.
That's what I feel like. I'm like, he created something that is the focal point behind a lot of the shit that happened in this story. And it can grant wishes that break down the barriers of existence. And you created a girl.
But to be fair, Urahara's creation did cause way too much fucking trouble.
But to be fair, Miori created a girl, and he is not inventive. He is not amazing. You know why? Because girls already exist. Somebody already did.
Was it not, I believe, a quote of Edward Elric that creating a human is science's dream?
Are we watching Full Metal Alchemist? Hold on.
We are
What series is that?
I'm using it because I know Sal because I know Sal likes it.
That's a different series.
But still, I'm saying creating a human is still something.
The actual concept of alchemy is actually twofold. It's creating gold and creating a philosopher's stone in which to go and predominantly to heal and so forth and so on. So it's actually bringing somebody back from the dead. Creating human was really not the focus of alchemy. And even in Full Metal Alchemist...
Actually, I'm sorry, you're right, actually. I believe the quote was, science has been trying to figure out a way to bring humans back to life for years and never found an answer.
Exactly.
Lamenting that even though the ingredients are so goddamn simple.
Yeah. See, I think it was like you can buy a body for $22, something like that.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
he said each ingredient of a body can be bought off a child's allowance.
If you are okay with doing the Shao Tucker way and using your daughter and your dog as a way to create life.
He doesn't count.
Like
he's
the
practically filler.
Evil, insane monster that he
Tucker
is.
Like one of the saddest deaths ever. Don't you dare.
It was. Well, what happened to his daughter and that dog was one of the most disturbing and messed up things that I have ever seen.
And it was meant to be disturbing.
And manga, where you actually, I'm not going to get into how Full Metal Alchemist makes you feel, but that was a very serious daggone moment in manga right there. And unless you're an insane monster like him, and I'm sorry, but as a mad scientist as Miori is, he's not quite on that insanity level. I mean, he's on the insanity level where he uses his own people as bombs, and he abuses the very thing that he loves the most and cherishes and stuff like that. But doing what Shao Tucker did, that's on a whole nother level fucked up.
Yeah, like the last little chapter of True, the Meyer has like a very, very, very small amount of humanity left, and can act like a normal human being. Like even in this chapter, he was like polite to Ikaku and Yuichika instead of being like, "Oh, you're so inferior," blah blah blah. And in this last panel of him before he cut to the others, you can see like he's dreaming about Namu. He's so proud of her, and I thought that was pretty touching.
It was very poignant.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like, her
I'm getting a lot of robot in here, dudes.
Nemu's hips don't lie, so whatever.
It's perfectly normal when you dream about your daughter's naked form.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Why not?
Yeah, well, yeah. When you're Mayuri, anything is normal, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's kind of out there even for him. I would say.
Well,
I mean, his morals are already loose and almost non-existent. I don't really think.
I almost forgot, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, according to Manga Panda.
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah.
He said Happy Thanksgiving, according to Manga Panda.
Okay, I think my brother's right messing with my router.
Well, like the thing is, I don't honestly think that Mayuri, because he's so weird, I don't think he really thinks of anything sexually. So probably seeing his daughter's naked form is like, whatever. It's not like, raging stiffy. Just like he's a scientist, so he sees her as like, an object instead of like a sex object. Just why like.
Oh dear God! I hope if you ever do get turned on by a girl, you don't walk into her and go raging stiffy.
Raging Stiffy.
Oh, shut up, son. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah. You don't know what
know.
Stiffy.
There's a lot of words we can use for this.
You don't know.
You know what that reminds me of, actually? Back when Ichigo and Renji first reached Namaya's palace and there's all those girls and stuff, and Ichigo was theorizing that they were actually guys or whatever. Manga Stream, because he was still super edgy, was like, you know what? Don't get near them. They're probably all rocking beans and franks, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow. Just wow. Just, I don't even.
Just say they're probably dudes or whatever, like Cena did. No, beans and franks. Woo!
These to point out these scanlations, regardless of where they come from, they are good at giving us our stuff to read real fast, but they are really not great in the explanation column of the thing. It's so confusing.
We're making things normal.
Or as well as like translating cultural stuff, which we'll see later in the chapter. So,
I actually don't mind. I know what you're talking about. And I actually don't mind.
All right, so
I mind because it's an important part of a technique, and
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
It just
let's get there first. Let's get there first.
All right. So anyway, we move on to the second group, which is all the other Shinigami from the Soul Society. So basically, So basically, the Reiatsu in that group has been dwindling because people have been getting shot down one by one by a little camping bitch known as Leo, and so all that's left now. Yeah, fucking campers. So right now, all that's left is Urahara.
Call of Duty all over again.
Yeah, Shunsui, Renji, Rukia, now and Shinji.
Well, here's my issue with this whole thing. They're talking about what's going on, so they obviously know what he's doing. Nobody's daggone do serpentine or nothing. And on top of it and stuff like that, we don't really get a really understanding or count. I mean, they do like a head count type of situation, but we really don't. The group is pretty daggone large. And it's consisting of the vast majority of captain level daggone fighters from Soul Society, and even others that haven't been part of the Ghost of 13 for some daggone time. So I mean, we know he took down Shuhei, and possibly other lower level like Kione and Santaro and stuff like that.
Oh, probably definitely Santaro.
Yeah.
Santaro.
The question is that the thing is they never show nor really go into detail about who he's actually daggone taking out, but they daggone point out, Renji's here and Ruki is here. And Momo, as far as the lieutenants are concerned, we don't know, about the Vizar. We don't know about daggone Yorishi's brother.
This also kind of proves that, first of all, Urahara really just proved that he can be absent-minded, because he's been running with these people since they started running. Hey, are all the lieutenants gone?
Oh,
and not only that, but
when Rukia and Renji have been running with him, at least.
He was focusing on Mayuri in his fight.
Yeah.
He was worrying about how his darling little Mayuri-chan was doing.
Which is interesting because he specifically knew Miuri's and stuff like that. Shunsui had asked him, like, was that? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing his thing and whatever. And then that's when we get something actually worthwhile.
Yep.
I think in the chapter.
So what happens is Shunsui is like, okay, this is gone long enough. I'm going to be the bait. And Leo, because he's too busy monologuing to himself to hear what he's saying.
Pretentious.
Little shithead. So Shunsui leaps forth, and then he seems to get shot in the chest, Maya style. Then Leo starts hearing ominous chanting, which is part. So it's like, so he says Daruma-san. Gakuranda, which
is the basically
reason,
It's the Japanese version of red light, green light.
Yeah, and whichever fucking reason Monostream decided to translate it as Rockabye Baby.
Which is a lullaby and doesn't even correspond to any type of game.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Anyway, Shunsui then pops up behind Leo with the funniest fucking look on his face.
He's just like gonna pop you out. He's like jumping on you like
Leo's look is actually pretty goddamn priceless too. In the same battle. Whee!
I always love when Kubo draws like when like a reaction shot like from like the nose up, you just see their eyes. It's fucking scared. And then Shunsui slashes cuts off the part of Leo's superpowered rifle. And so like, well, I take out your weapon, next will be your life, like a total stone cold badass. Yay, Shunsui.
So,
this is gonna
so
be fun,
let's not.
It might go wrong. I mean, it is.
Let's
I mean,
not
after
act
how long the Mayuri fight was, and given that this guy is an elite Sternritter, I have a feeling something is going to go wrong at some point.
I don't think so. What I think is going to happen is very predictable. He's going to say some more pretentious shit. Then he's going to be like, "Oh well, I don't need my sniper rifle, or I'll just make another sniper rifle, or some other stupid stuff like that, or I'll throw this candy, this candy wrapper at you, and it'll pierce through your body because that's my power, or some crap like that." And then they're going to inch you into a fight. All I know is.
That's 5 out of 9.
This will culminate in what I've been wanting to see. And that is...
What?
Future.
Oh.
What?
What has he been wanting to see?
What?
Oh my god, what is wrong with you, man? What has he been wanting to see? Sal. Culminating in what he wants.
And there we go.
It can't be a catchphrase.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I hate you people.
Well,
Anyway.
go say it there. Okay, let's
work with somebody who has some semblance of intelligence. Son.
Oh my god, what? You've been wanting to see them all die?
No. You think
You've been wanting to see Shinsui's Bunkai. Sorry, Bunkai. Bonsai. Can't say words today.
Bunkai.
Sorry, okay, I have had a lot of drugs this week. Okay, give me a break.
Yeah, the only intelligent one of the bunch is a used-up female who's addicted to drugs all the way in Northern Ireland.
Hey, I knew, you just didn't call
it. I thought you wanted me to say something snappy or something. I didn't think
you don't talk, so I was trying to give you the option.
I was wanted me to say, but I thought you wanted me to say something snappy.
So I'm guessing. So if I had to guess, next week Shunsui's gonna be like, "This is how his technique works," because reasons.
I really wish he would stop doing that.
Well, like, I assume you want to know how it works. I mean, do you want to know?
I do, but can he do that internally in a monologue?
Yeah.
I think it might be part of his Zanpakuto. You got to explain the rules of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, honestly.
To the like, if you don't explain, it's a game. So if the other person doesn't know the rules,
because Kan Kiko's a little bitch like that, and already like it's like, okay, you can't use my powers unless I feel like it.
Yeah, the new game is show and tell. I unzip my pants and I take out my dick.
And then I whack you in the face with it. Whap, whap, whap.
I ain't unzip my chest.
And every hit is like being hit with a 1,000-pound freaking baseball bat. So
this is a new game called First Person to Throw Away Their Weapon Wins.
You go first.
But the other person dies.
Yeah. No, but like, yeah, no. Next game's gonna be butt ball, and they play in the basement, where no one can see them.
I have
and Leo can't tell his parents.
No. The next game is going to be chess, and all the people who were running along with Shinsui are going to be the pieces.
Oh goddamn, Chef! I know what you're referencing. Next game.
This is a new game.
Wait, who's referencing something?
This is a new game.
I'm trying to guess. Let's pick
the new.
the new childhood game fun at Uncle Bad Touch's house.
Bad Touch.
Wait, so what
Or
was I referencing?
I was assuming uninvited guests where it's like, let's play tennis. Best 3 out of 5, 5 out of 7.
I was talking about that earlier. I did
know,
say
but
best
like,
5 out of 9.
best 5 out of 9. But so for next chapter, after the Bleach explanation, because it's gonna happen, we all know. Whether it be him monologuing it to himself or being like, "Hey, Leo, guess what?" So after that, and I assume it was some sort of like clone or illusion that was like, because the Rumasan Koronda in Japan, it's a bit different from how I know red light, green light, and probably how others know it. So you have to not only get close to the person who's like the target, but you do it without them noticing. So
that's red light, green light.
well, no, red light, green light.
Red light, green light is a person who stands at the top of stands farther away or whatever, and then he says, he says red light, he turns around, you can't move. And he turns back around away from you, he says green light, and you move, and he turns back around and says red light.
See,
if he catches you moving, then you're out.
See, that game over here was called Funny Statues.
Oh, of course it was in fucking Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
You
backwards place.
Okay, Sal. Sal. Maybe because the confusion comes in the fact that, like, in most games I've seen played of it, like they're always facing the runners, and so they basically try to trick them up, kind of like Simon says. But anyway, so in this instance, the theory is that like Shunsui was sneaking up on Leo by tricking him into shooting some illusion, and probably not a clone, just like an illusion that also talks shit. So next week, after explaining how this works, it's probably gonna start a fight. Leo's probably gonna just like instantly reform his weapon because he can do that, and he can do that.
I think he's gonna miss the point. It seems like every time, you might even catch on to what the game is, but what's the name? He doesn't really seem like the play games type.
No,
he's his mentality is too much about his own greatness type thing.
Yeah.
He's not going to get it. I don't think he's going to get it.
No, I swear to God, it's going to be next week. Somebody's going to explain the game, and Leo's going to whoever the first had to play games is the first one who loses. That is the rules of war. It's like, fuck you, have fun like Stark did. Jesus
it
Christ.
would seem to me that the person, I think they're going to probably be in a situation where they end up in the same I don't think what's the name is going to be the only Sternritter there. I think we're probably going to see an introduction of the miracle guy, Gerard or whatever, because they have far too many people for just like this one guy, and
that's still having an instant erection.
What?
Yeah, we've got
Oh yeah, because Gerard's coming in, I happen to like him.
Yeah.
Well, where's your lady boner from Shunsui showing up, huh?
Swing.
Dude, I have too much shit in my system right now. I had an injection today and I had a infusion on Monday. I'm melted.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody getting in bed beside me.
Got,
I don't even care if you had Joshiro himself. I'd be like, dude, stay out of my bed. It's my turn to be sick.
What if he was like, I'm dying? You're like, no, stand up, get out of my room. I'm sick of your bullshit. All right, I have problems too. Is that what you do?
No.
Sick fuck.
Maybe.
Probably. But
We
anyway,
could, because we have
Just
at
in,
least
we're all
one,
horrible people.
We all know you're horrible. You're Jew.
Including Sensui, we got like at least 4 Bankais we have to see. So
yeah.
Out of that
What I'd like to see actually from this fight, which I hope is fairly long instead of being like 2 chapters.
That last fight was so short.
No, I know, but like some of the fights in this arc have been not very great. in terms of length, and I actually hope that.
Well, he's brought in too many enemies. That's
I
really
mean,
the main
I
reason.
can sort of understand the last fight being so long because it was focusing on like someone who was related to the god of the setting, quote unquote. So like maybe this might be like 5, 6, 7 chapters, but what I hope to see is Leal kind of not falling into the standard sniper thing where they're like they can do everything from long range. Once you get close, they're fucking useless. Like I'd like to see him like do something, be able to fight at least reasonably competently at close range, or because
Well, he already got owned once by doing
I
that shit.
I know he got owned by Namaya, but at the same time it was Namaya. He owned
true.
He owned Gerard, and Gerard
He owned all of them within what could amount to like a minute.
Yeah, he owned Gerard, and Gerard's obviously close range as well, so it's not really a good, like...
He was the first one he took down, too. That was sad.
Exactly. So, like, I don't think, you should really judge Phil's combat capabilities by being defeated by Namaya. In the same way that you don't really judge Robert for being defeated by Byakuya, because fucking Byakuya defeats just about everyone.
Smexy.
Robert was kind of defeated by fire.
He is a monster.
Byakuya just needs to look at people and go, sexy stare. Oh, I'm dead.
Byakuya locks him in a sex
dimension.
Sex dimension.
That's why they're all bruised up and unconscious afterwards.
He's commanding a multitude of tiny little blades that you can't really see that can cut you up like somewhat of an unfair advantage, but even outside of that, he's dangerous.
And,
so like...
and at this point, his Shikai is like apparently as powerful as Bankai used to be. So and that it's like shit. How do you even come close to this guy?
And if the anime ever comes back on, I want that video of what was it when they were coming out of that hole. I think when the eye creatures came from the Royal Palace.
Yeah. When Byakuya jumps out like Senbun Sakura, and then boom.
Yeah, like all you see them is like them jump out the hole. So it's like him and I think was it Renji and somebody else, and there's Byakuya just like right behind them, whatever. And all you see is like this freaking huge freaking wall of Senbun Sakura behind him and shit like that coming out of a hole. And I'm like, oh, you're such a badass.
You're such a badass. Who's my little badass you are?
That was such a man bro moment there. He's such a badass.
About the only moment of Byakuya I haven't liked in this arc is when he was fighting Pepe and he acted like a complete idiot for an entire chapter.
Well,
he acted. See, here's my I've talked about this multiple times about how it's weird, and I think a lot of people have noticed this and had issue with it. Not to the point where I'm going to sit there and send death threats to the creator of the damn manga, but a lot of people have noticed a lot of issues with this arc, especially the fact that a lot of characters seem somewhat acting out of character since the beginning of the arc. And Byakuya is acting out of character. Now, I understand Byakuya is, his personality has developed or whatever have you over the course of the series and everything like that. But this whole thing where he was just like, I don't want to, I can't fight him using Hakuto alone. And if I use such and such, I'm going to end up killing him. So I don't want to kill him. But
even before that, let's throw away my Zanpakuto.
Yeah, let me just throw away my only weapon because I don't want to hurt him. It's just so much. My feelings are keeping me from.
Unless you're Hollow Ichigo, that's not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to get it back.
What made no sense is Byakuya was in this almost exact same situation with Zamari. And he would sooner cut the tendons on his own leg than allow somebody to control his ass. And what made no sense is like, I hit my little heart on your daggone Zanpakuto. Now your Zanpakuto's blade is turning towards you. Like, come on, that shouldn't even make no sense. But it's not like it's like a rehash of what had already taken place. And he did the exact opposite of what he could have done. Like, oh, if I use keto, it might kill him. No, because there's all that bakudo that you could have done to incapacitate him. That doesn't even make any sense. Like, I didn't understand anything in this arc as compared to, oh, these guys can seal away our bankais. Let's take out our bankais and use them. Like, what?
Yeah.
Or everybody knows my favorite joke in hypocrisy. We are fighting a war against our greatest enemy with abilities that we really can't fathom at this point. They can still bankai and everything. You know what we should do? We should take our most skilled fighter and happens to also be our most talented healer and put her in a situation where he might end dead. Because we need to get rid of all the assets that we have in order to fight this war. Because, that's logical. That makes sense. That's like America saying, I'm going to fight terrorism. The first thing we need to do is nuke every hospital we have.
Yeah.
Line up all of our doctors and shoot them in the face. And then we're going to take our greatest weapons and throw them in the fire. And we're going to take one powerful weapon, and send them out there to do the job. That's how we
Send
want
out there to defeat imagination. Yeah, America.
Yep. This guy can defeat imagination. I'm sure he can defeat anything that comes near him. Oh, what you say? His daggone limbs are broken? All right. Well, what's plan B? Oh, that's right. We have no plan B.
But can he defeat philosophy? That is the real question.
Well, nothing can defeat philosophy. While strength may be able to defeat imagination, it cannot defeat philosophy.
I'm sure good old Saritao could defeat philosophy.
Well,
this is Bankai's 15th stage, or whatever the fuck.
Master.
Zankai or whatever the fuck it's called. Zankai or Tenshai or whatever, stuff like that. That thing that Ringy has.
Oh god. Wait. Are we doing answers after this?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay, we're doing like Yamamoto questions, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my god, have I got a question? It's not Yamamoto, but it's But speaking of Ring reminded me of answers.
Oh god, no, I think you've seen them. No, I want to use them. Okay.
Right.
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm down there, kids.
Anyway.
I'll turn this car around.
Anyway, as far as this arc is concerned, I think it was a decent arc. You got some closure with Miyori and his situation. They tagged two of their daggone, combatants in. So two went out, two went in. So there's that.
the question is, what the
I just like
the
to-
guy in Rangiku do? Because like they already have a moment when the sun gets Basby, I guess, and because they had the tag team, and that was pretty cool, and it's a guy proved that he can use his Shikai competently, but it's like right now, I mean, he's gonna show off his full bonk, his complete bonkai, because there's that whole business with how he's supposed to have completed this arc, but then he still had the pedals behind him while fighting.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's a lot of inconsistency going on in the arc, which is another problem issue or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just looking forward to it ending so we can get to that anime that's coming out in 2015.
Oh, bullshit.
Next
Oh,
year.
fucking shit.
You heard it here first from the daggone guy that speaks to Kubo every day.
Yeah, the person who, because Kubo himself can just kicks out the anime again if he really wants.
He's
to.
actually subordinate to me. I tell him what to write,
I am Kubo.
except when I don't.
Yeah, I am Kubo.
Nice.
which
I'm
is why
actually Kubo. I forgot to mention that little fact. I'm actually Kubo.
I'm
Totally.
I'm the little leprechaun dancing inside his head.
So Kubo's
yo.
really
I'm his imaginary friend.
Kubo's imaginary friend is a Cuban guy who likes stuffed animals.
And
Yes.
yeah, and I'm the reason why he writes titles, such great titles as "Why Me Sad." I assure you, it is not indicative of my own grammatical prowess. Only because I feel
No, that's more like
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm the little devil over his shoulder, giving him all the horrible ideas.
yes,
because you're
horrible
too-
ideas like Ichigo in The Adventures of Dick Booty. Yeah, we don't need.
Una
We don't need any of that.
Exactly.
We don't need any of that.
dying was a Jewish conspiracy. You heard?
Obviously.
I whisper
Perpetuated.
I whisper crazy ideas in his ear from over his shoulder every day. You should kill Kakashi. That's not even my series. Who cares?
Kill him
yo.
anyway. Use the Death Note.
Yes.
You should bring in Kaguya. Why? I don't know. Do it.
The only way to kill a Shinigami is by allowing them to kill
Just
someone.
do it.
By allowing them to protect someone they love. Oh.
Use your Death
no,
Note to kill
no.
Bach. You're a Shinigami. Use your Death Note to kill Bach. He's like, that's not what we do in this series. That's
No,
not,
no,
we're,
no,
we're not
you
that
can
type
only-
of
you can-
Shinigami.
You can only kill a Shinigami by having a piece of their body nearby.
Oh.
Yeah, we in this series we fight with words, not violence. No, you know what? You know what this reminds me of? This one YouTube comment that I saw. Here, I found the text. So there I was being Kubo when the editors came in and were like, "You need to do more than panels of white pills and backgrounds," and I was like, "Fuck you, I'm Kubo." So they're like, "Well, how is somebody dying?" And I was like, "Fuck you, I'm Kubo," and I made lots and lots of money. I love my life.
Well, there you go.
That about sums up Kubo.
That about sums up Kubo, the Stan Lee of Japan.
Yeah, he does what he fucking wants.
Excelsior!
Oh, did you hear that Stan Lee's catchphrase apparently changed?
What?
To what?
Stan
I'm
Lee-
outdated and nobody cares what I do.
Oh, fuck you, Sal. Stan Lee's cool.
Yeah, Stan Lee's old.
Yeah. No, he
That
apparently
automatically makes him not
he
cool.
changed his phrase to "at fleek" or something.
Oh, that's
God,
horrible.
That flake, I hate the flake noise. Oh God.
And you know what? You know, I might be wrong about this because the news article I read was like his neighbors were saying it at like 3 a.m. when he was getting his newspaper. I don't fucking know, but I always say Excelsior because Excelsior is fucking great. Excelsior is great. That's what I said.
And next week, Stan Lee starts ending all of his sentences with "you."
You.
You?
Did we already discuss Hitsugaya coming back? Did we? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Kinda,
we
but he
went
didn't
past
do
it.
much.
He got out, he said thank you.
Yeah.
Like-
Also, I just
actually,
like to
what?
point out. I just like to point out that he's gonna go fighting the Quincy while he's still wearing their clothes. He still
Yeah.
has that.
I'm really one of you
Still has
still.
that
Look.
thing.
Dude,
I'm on
those
your
clothes are
side! Not
pimping.
really, though.
Dude, Future, those clothes are pimping. You know it.
What?
If I was dressed up by a she-male trying to control me with her blood, I would wear those clothes too.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But what sure. What was
Yeah,
it?
the Shinigami kind of have an outdated sense of fashion.
They really do.
They haven't
Had the same
Well,
one
they're
for
supposed to
like
be-
thousands of fucking years.
Wait a minute,
But
are
you
they
know
supposed
what
to be
the
running
hero is.
around?
So Hitsugai is gonna be the trendsetter or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are they're outdated, so they're supposed to be running around in daggone Chuck Taylors and freaking skinny jeans, like.
Have you never
Yeah.
had this? You probably
Of
would want this.
course.
Like what? I don't understand. What are they supposed to be wearing?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's something you would have to ask Shinjumaru, because she's the one that makes the clothes.
Yeah. She
She's like,
wears the pants.
everybody from now on, we're no longer wearing what we used to wear. Everything's going to be made by Juicy Couture. So
Yeah, we're not shopping.
all the girls are wearing baby fat jeans and all
tiny
the
mini
guys,
skirts. Tiny mini skirts.
tiny mini skirts. All the guys are wearing kilts. It's new this season, the Scottish look.
The
And,
Shinigami's
It better be
Shinigami-
traditional,
Oh god, now I'm
as in
picturing all
no
the guys in
underwear.
kilts.
You're not
Oh,
supposed to
God.
wear
Shinigami have
underwear under
outdated
kilts.
everything. All right, the Shinigami
Somehow
outdated
Byakuya still manages to look fabulous in a kilt.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind being
and
around that close up.
somehow while everybody looks different and stuff like that, the person that's going to look the most different is going to be Yuma Chica, who's going to be basically like Caitlyn Jenner.
Have you seen that South Park episode?
Oh God, I knew it was only a matter of time.
Everyone literally fucking called it.
Oh, of course.
What, Bruce Jenner? Everyone called it. Family Guy called it. Married with Children called it.
What?
That Bruce Jenner was a woman.
Really?
Did you ever watch Married with Children?
Nope.
It was a
know
satire from. It was satire from Nice. Someone goes up to the Amanda Bierce character, and says, "Hey, are you Bruce Jenner?"
Oh yeah, that way he always called Marcy a guy.
Well, the old joke is Al always calls Marcy a guy or a chicken.
Yeah.
Amanda Bierce is and was at the time as well an open lesbian.
All right.
She was always at the time.
Well, was during.
Well,
I mean, she was open about it while the show was airing, I believe.
So.
I'm saying was open about it during.
Yeah,
during the show's
pretty much
airing.
at a time where there weren't a lot of
people being
open.
a lot of out of the closet.
Yeah,
But yeah,
most of them were undercover.
I believe she has always been rather open and vocal.
Yeah, the first rugby.
Oh no, it wasn't so much open. It was more like it was an open secret, which means you really didn't talk about it, but everybody knew.
Well, yeah, but yeah, there's you can probably find on YouTube a random bit character, like just a random nameless person runs up to the character, to the Amanda Bierce character, and asks if she's Bruce Jenner.
Oh right, okay.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. All right.
Well, wasn't he doing was she doing hormone treatments before she started dating Chris?
I don't think so. I don't think this happened until like way after the fact, after they had kids and everything like that. What?
Well, she says that it was that she was doing that beforehand, and then she stopped because she fell in love with him. See, it's getting very confusing because she's called Chris. It's getting very confusing.
All I know is that whatever conversion he did, wasn't 100% because he still got the.
Oh yeah, no, he's not he's not transsexual. He's transgender at the moment. Oh, sorry, it's very difficult to remember.
It is difficult.
Fucking, I don't know. I
It's all
don't care enough. I just don't care enough to be honest.
It's all very confusing.
It's too much.
Well, I think it's a positive step for transgender people, like to actually have a person stand there and be like, yeah.
Sure, but
I think it took the cake. I think a lot of people kind of jumped off of being supportive when she got the freaking Arthur Ashe Award because a lot of people couldn't find the justification in giving it to her.
What is that award even for?
Oh, well, she got it for courage, which makes no sense because there was plenty of people who were transgender or transsexual before her. So I don't understand what that was even for, what it was about.
To be honest, it does make about as much sense as inducting Joan Jett into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, sure, she's good, but she's not up on there with a lot of other.
Well, to be fair, they consider, bands from that time to be, legendary status and whatnot as far as
the problem is Joan Jett has really just been making money off the same thing for the past 20 years. She hasn't really got anything new and big.
She's not. It's not like granted, she's not Pat Benatar, but I mean.
Exactly. And while I am a Green Day fan, I also think that they were inducted a bit too early.
Well, You know,
I understand the reasoning behind Green Day. The reasoning behind inducting Green Day in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, at least in 2015, is because they really never had any kind of punk band in the Rock and Roll Hall. They really marked the first real, anything close to a punk band.
that's not entirely true. What about the Ramones? They're basically the godfathers of that before it became a thing.
A thing.
I don't know if it was but I guess I'm not sure if it was really referred to as punk or if it even would be now.
It is. It's just like all things, it transforms over time. They were pretty much
I think they could have waited a little while. While I think Green Day is a very good band, I honestly.
But then again, I think the Ramones were already inducted in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were inducted in there a while ago.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is very strange in who they induct.
Well, it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they basically induct anybody who has had a contribution in the history of music or whatnot. I don't think country, but who listens to country?
to be honest, a lot of rock and roll music pulls roots from a lot of other genres and has also influenced other genres.
Exactly. So
that's
why
there is. I mean, to be honest, you could induct Run DMC into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They have inducted Run DMC into the Hall of Fame.
They did? Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly my point. Because Run DMC did.
They did that a while ago. Run DMC
they did
is one of the originators of rap. So
exactly, and they also have. And outside of a lot of rap fans, they also have their claim to fame in covering "Walk This Way" with Aerosmith.
And everything like that.
Doing it jointly with them.
Yeah, like I said, it's called
which is actually a pretty good version.
It's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they have been more and more geared towards people who have made a contribution to music that has affected music profoundly in a lot of ways. And
absolutely.
Joan Jett, I don't know if I would have said Joan Jett by herself, maybe the Runaways, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like, here's the thing. Once you get past all the big guys, you got to start putting little people in there. Everybody can't be, AC/DC and the Eagles, Pink Floyd. Eventually you're going to have to start putting some smaller people up in there.
And yet with Athletic Hall of Fames, it's the exact opposite. They really only do take people who are regarded as being some of the best.
Yeah, but
look at Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, baseball's so boring.
Not live. I actually like live baseball, and I like following it, but I just want them to fucking lift Pete Rose's ban already. But they're not gonna do it because
he shouldn't have been betting.
He knew he wasn't throwing games or jack shit. It was after he stopped playing.
Yeah, well.
Even so, they gave him a life ban while A-Rod walks away with like a 1-year ban. Really, you're going to ban guys who did steroids for a year from the game.
To be quite honest,
and then take Pete Rose and say he can never come back.
To be quite honest with you, the whole steroids thing is. I've had a conversation with a lot of people about this, and we're pretty much in agreement here. The whole steroid thing seems kind of daggone played when it comes to especially when it comes to baseball. Basically, because if you're not taking some type of performance-enhancing drug, game is just really not as interesting. Everybody was on the same daggone level playing field. And the fact of the matter is, majority of them daggone guys are probably daggone on something.
I can tell you for a fact there's not a damn way in hell some of the best were on performance enhancing drugs. Jeter was definitely not. Griffey,
I can't imagine.
not in a chance in hell.
What I have an issue with is
Griffey has one of the best home run records in the league.
Okay, but
And he wasn't.
What's
and
his
he
name?
wasn't on steroids.
Who was it? Who was it that they Not I don't want to say Mark McGuire. It was somebody else.
Barry Bonds.
No, not Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds was the one that never actually admitted it.
Before Barry Bonds.
I have no idea.
The ones that they were coming after, and then basically George Bush was like, "Oh, I don't believe that he did any performance enhancing drugs."
Well, in 2002 was the first time they accused A-Rod.
It wasn't A-Rod.
Well, he admitted it back in 2002, and then he said he stopped, which we realized was a complete lie.
Well, it was I can't remember who it was now, but it was whoever it was before Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was right after that person. And they made a big deal about it. They had, and this is what pisses me off about America. Listen closely, son. This is what pisses me off about America. These daggone fools have senatorial hearings about this shit. Who the fuck cares? It's baseball. It is not a national crisis. Like,
it is the great American pastime.
You are spending American daggone tax dollars on this bullshit? I don't give a fuck if he was daggone sucking dick on that back alley that gave him super speed because it was Superman's. It doesn't fucking matter to me. I don't see why you should spend any daggone time calling up a daggone Senate committee hearing about it. Like, who the hell? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
I'm pretty sure it's all done in house.
No, they had a Senate committee meeting on this. He had to come up there to Washington, and who the fuck was it? It was before Barry Bonds. It was
I don't freaking know, but
I don't remember.
But
the thing is, he got away. It was kind of obvious that he was using performance enhancing drugs, and he got away with it. And then Barry Bonds came up to the front, and then they basically threw Barry Bonds under the bus. My issue with this is, I'm not saying Barry Bonds shouldn't get in trouble. I'm saying the guy previous to him should get in trouble because there is no way in hell you get better with age like wine. It doesn't work that way with daggone freaking sports. This guy was getting better and better and better as time went on, as he was getting older. That doesn't make any sense. Yet he wasn't using any performance enhancing drugs. More like he was using performance enhancing drugs. People knew about it, but he was just better at covering his tracks.
Well, I don't know.
Well, to be fair, Bonds was pretty good at covering his tracks until he broke 700 home runs, and people thought, yes, something's not right.
He wasn't as good as who was it? This is gonna drive me crazy until I remember who it is. So now I gotta look it up.
Babe Ruth?
No.
No.
Babe Ruth was just a overweight alcoholic who was good at playing baseball.
He smoked, he drank, but that was also when baseball was a very different game. It was more of a batter. I meant skill.
True.
It was a hitter's game back in Ruth's time.
They didn't
care. Now it's a pitcher's game. If you completely took out performance enhancing drugs, if they had never happened, and you had Babe Ruth play nowadays, he wouldn't do very well.
No,
because pitchers in general are a lot better.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that all the greatest daggone people currently are using it. What I'm saying is there is likely a huge amount of daggone baseball players who are using something or have used something while they played, and that's basically what probably keeps baseball strong to this day. Because people don't want to see people running off the same type of stuff that Mickey Mantle and them did. They want to see bigger and better. So how are you going to get bigger and better if
So was it Mark McGuire you were thinking of? Might have been.
Was it Mark McGuire? No, I don't think it was Mark McGuire. It was.
I'm just looking at it.
No, McGuire admitted to it.
Yeah, he admitted to it.
McGuire and A-Rod the first time around back in 2002 both admitted to steroid usage. So it wasn't either of them.
No, it wasn't. It was whoever was before Barry Bonds, and I just really can't remember who the hell it was. It was a very prominent player, and for the life of me, it was Barry Bonds. Let me try to check who.
Well, you were talking about the congressional thing, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Shit.
It says it revolved around guys like A-Rod, McGuire, Sammy Sosa might have been.
No.
Not him.
Sammy Sosa, Jose Canseco. Jose
Mm-mm.
Canseco. I'm looking through an article about it.
Is Scylla?
Clearly, Bud Selig was
I'm
on
alive.
steroids.
I
Hank
have
Aaron?
no fucking idea what we're
No,
talking
Hank
about.
Aaron was not on steroids.
No,
No.
Hank Aaron.
That's way
Hank
too
Aaron
early.
Hank Aaron was way before them. That's
Hank Aaron was way before the steroid craze. No, clearly Bud
Right,
Selig is on steroids.
hmm.
The commissioner.
Wow. I want to say there it is. Roger Clemens.
Okay.
He didn't get in trouble for a damn thing. They suspected they daggone to put him through all the thing, and even George Bush got up there and said, "Oh, he didn't do it," and stuff like that, and he didn't get in trouble for nothing when it was just a little bit too odd that this guy was doing so damn good as he was getting older. That's
like the only time there was ever a real like major government involvement or Senate or congressional involvement for one player.
Why does
over
it
one
need
player.
to be though? Why?
That's a good question, son.
But everything since has been done essentially in house.
Well, yeah, in house. Probably because somebody like myself
the committee members
it.
of the game. The committee members of the game, and it should be kept in house. It doesn't need government involvement. I agree with that.
Senatorial
I
committee.
still do believe it ruins the integrity of the game.
The problem but there's another general problem with baseball in general, because baseball kind of runs like baseball here. I can't speak for other countries. Baseball here, it runs like the American government, very unfairly. Whereas football does the exact opposite. It runs very fairly. You know, whoever wins the Super Bowl, they don't get first draft pick and all this other stuff, and everybody's pretty much on equal playing field. Everybody has the same amount of money.
Baseball is pulling new rules out of their ass every year, mostly with the
doing that too.
World Series and adding more wild cards and new rules for the All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby and all that crazy
Essentially,
shit.
what they do is that everybody has a level playing field, so everybody has equal chance of winning the Super Bowl. With baseball, only the rich teams go to the World Series. None of the poor teams go to you're never going to see the Pittsburgh Pirates at the World Series. It's always going to be the Yankees.
Hey, don't tell my stepdad that he's a huge Pirates fan.
Well, he could be a huge Pirates fan all his dad.
I think they have a chance this year. I honestly think they have a chance this year.
Look, no poor team. That's the thing that works. There's no equality in the MLB. Poor teams like the Pittsburgh Pirates do not go to the World Series. Yankees go to the World Series. Mets go to the World Series. Red Sox go to the World Series. They do not. I mean, it's just that's the way it's set up. You never see them there because they just don't have they don't have the money. They don't have when they don't have the money, they don't have the players. It's not an even playing field. Everything is pretty much set up for the bigger teams.
That's like basically football over here.
Actually, to be fair, I'll give you one thing. The Pirates have been a good team. I'm a Reds fan, so I'm an NL Central follower, and it's generally the Pirates
would it be okay
and the
if we wrapped up the podcast and you can?
Oh yeah, sorry, we'll cut some of this out.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about baseball when Bleach is clearly a manga about basketball.
It's clearly a manga about football, and
guys, go read Kuroko no Basket.
It's called Slam. Yeah, it's called Slam Dunk for a reason.
Bleach is entirely full of 7-foot tall black men who use their Zonpak toes that look like basketballs.
Yeah,
just go look up Kuroko no Basket. It's holy shit. It's like
this guy reminds me of Dennis Rodman. Sorry.
This guy Kuroko no Basket is a guy who gets into his high school basketball team, and somehow he has some kind of weird shit about him that he always seems to like escape people's field of vision, and it makes him really good at basketball because no one notices.
Wow.
Nobody notices them escape his vision. Oh, see, you were there, then you weren't there.
Anyway,
But that's
he's
just
kind of
all
just
the
like
or
eyes.
better yet, go watch the basketball episode of Kyle XY where Kyle throws a basketball into each hoop from the center of the gym in succession because he's so damn good.
fun fact: he was grown. He has no belly button.
Yep.
Anyway. Anyway, I think that is it for the podcast. Bye.
We're on to stupid questions. Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. I'm so tired and drugged. Sorry.
Yeah, Son's been on heroin all day. It
I
tires
have
him.
not been on heroin all day.
She's been on heroin.
I've had a lot of medication this week. I was in hospital. I'm gonna knock you out.
Yeah, the main character of Kuroko no Basket is essentially a phantom.
Medical heroin.
No, but what I was saying,
heroin.
what I was saying, Shiffy, was I wasn't saying that the Pittsburgh Pirates weren't a good team or decent
Are we
team
still
or anything like
recording?
that.
God
Yeah,
damn
we
it.
are.
God damn it,
I
Sal.
was waiting
Stop
for
it,
Future
son.
to say bye-bye.
The Pirates can get into the playoffs easily enough.
Yes,
Well, they
do.
they
I'm
already
gonna
clinched. They
Oh,
clinched
okay.
yesterday. They're already going.
Right,
Cardinals-
I'm
Cardinals
fading out
are
this. I'm
ahead
literally
right
gonna
now.
fade it out.